Union government announces historic reforms in several sectors to boost private participation in space. Moscow backs India bid for seat in UN Security Council. Rajnath Singh says Indo-Russian ties are based on strategic partnership. Fourth earthquake strikes Mizoram in 3 days. No casualty or damage to property reported. India conducts over 2 lakh corona tests. Global infections exceed 93 lakh. Assam reports over 203 cases in a single day. And Union Sports Ministry to upgrade stadia in Aizawl and Kohima as Khelo India Centres of Excellence. Good evening and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Joshna Borua with the news in detail. In national news first, the Union Cabinet has announced historic reforms in space, banking and animal husbandry sector. It has decided to bring urban cooperative and multi-state cooperative banks under the supervision of the Reserve Bank of India, RBI. During the Cabinet meeting held today, it has been decided to take the ordinance route to implement the change of supervision, said the Union Minister Prakash Javadekar. The decision to bring 1,540 cooperative banks under RBI's supervision will give an assurance to more than 8 crore and 60 lakh depositors in these banks that their money amounting to 4 crore and 84 lakh rupees will stay safe. The Cabinet also decided to boost private participation in space sector as part of the COVID-19 stimulus package announced last month. In addition, the Cabinet also approved additional investment by ONGC Videsh for development of blocks A1 and A3 in Myanmar.
बुद्धिस्ट सर्कल का एक तरह से मध्य बिंदु है, लेकिन वहां अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर का एयरपोर्ट नहीं था। अब वो कुशीनगर में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय एयरपोर्ट हो रहा है, हवाई अड्डा हो रहा है।
In more national news, on the second day of his 2-day visit to Ladakh, the Chief of Army Staff, General M.M. Naravane, today reviewed the ground situation in eastern Ladakh. The Army Chief reached Leh on Tuesday. The Army Chief took stock of the situation in the line of actual control in the eastern Ladakh. He visited the area for the second time after the standoff with China in the region. Army sources said that earlier in the day, General M.M. Naravane had also visited forward areas in eastern Ladakh and reviewed operational situations on the ground. He commanded the troops for their high morale and exhorted them to continue working with zeal and enthusiasm. Moving on, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said India and Russia share a relationship based on special and privileged strategic partnership. He said Russia has assured that the ongoing military contracts between the two countries will be maintained and in a number of cases will be taken forward in a shorter time. Singh was speaking to the media in Moscow on Tuesday after meeting Russian Deputy Prime Minister Yuri Borisov. Singh, who is on a 3-day visit to Russia, attended the 75th anniversary of Victory Day parade today. He said the participation of tri-service contingent of the Indian Armed Forces in the Victory Parade gives an immense sense of pride. Terming it as a sign of special friendship, Singh said that despite all the difficulties of the COVID-19 pandemic, bilateral relations between Delhi and Moscow have been good at various levels. He said that during Tuesday's meeting, Indo-Russian defense cooperation was reviewed and plans to further extend it was discussed.
उनके और तेजी से कम समय में पूरा भी किया जाएगा।
Meanwhile, Russia has supported India's bid for a permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council, UNSC. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said the Russia, India and China RIC meeting discussed probable reforms of the United Nations and India is a strong nominee to become a permanent member of the UNSC. He said Moscow supports India's candidacy and believes India can become a full-fledged member of the Security Council. Foreign ministers of the RIC discussed reforms of the United Nations during the trilateral meeting held through video conferencing. Moving on to the northeast now, in Mizoram, another earthquake of 4.1 magnitude on the Richter scale jolted parts of the state this morning. This was the fourth earthquake to have struck the state in the past 3 days. According to the National Center for Seismology, the tremor occurred at 2 minutes past 8 this morning. The epicenter of the earthquake was at 10 kilometers deep in about 31 kilometers south-southwest of Champai. According to official reports, the state has experienced fourth tremor in the last 4 days, as earthquakes have occurred every day since Sunday. There is no report of damage out of this morning's tremor. However, during the earthquake on Monday at Champai, at least 41 concrete structures consisting of community halls, churches, tourist lodge, historical site at Samthang and police stations were partially damaged. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal today said the State Department of Agriculture had conducted business worth 3,057 crore rupees during the lockdown period. He was speaking at a function at Shankardev Kalakshetra, Guwahati, where he distributed appointment letters to 111 agriculture development officers. Referring to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's call for doubling farmers' income by 2022, Sonowal asked the new appointees to properly implement schemes like Fasal Bima Yojana, Soil Health Card and Kisan Credit Card. Production, procurement, linkage and marketing as well as cold storage should be given importance in order to develop the agriculture sector, he said. Agriculture Minister Otul Bora and Deputy Speaker of Assam Legislative Assembly Aminul Lashkar were among those present on the occasion.
Khonjona Boruar pasot ami moncholoi ahibole horma Smita Horma ghor bandu.
In Assam, Health Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma has tweeted that with 203 active cases reported today, the total number of corona-infected patients now stands at 6,056. On the other hand, Arunachal Pradesh has now a total of 148 confirmed COVID-19 cases. Manipur has 921, Mizoram 142, Nagaland has 330, Tripura 1,259, Sikkim 79 and Meghalaya has 46 confirmed cases. With more COVID-19 positive cases reported in Assam, the total tally rose to 6,556. During the last 24 hours, 203 new positive cases have been reported. In another development, all meetings at Guwahati Press Club have been cancelled for 7 days from today, Wednesday. The family member of an office bearer tested positive for coronavirus. Here is a report by Mridu Shmita.
In the last 24 hours, the number of coronavirus positive cases that have been reported from Assam is 203. However, the total number of cases remains at 6,056 and the recovered number of cases stands at 3,700. However, the number of active cases so far remains at 2,200. With no travel history in the city of Guwahati, many people have been detected of positive coronavirus cases. And towards this, the decision of lockdown in 11 wards have been declared since yesterday night, 9 p.m. In fact, the number of cases of coronavirus positive cases among security personnel and health workers have also been detected here in Assam. In a latest development, the Guwahati Press Club, where various meetings are held for different occasions, have been cancelled for another 7 days as an executive member's family member has been detected with coronavirus. With camera person Mrinal, this is Mridu Shmita, DD Assam.
India achieved a remarkable feat today by performing more than 2 lakh COVID-19 tests in a single day. This has been made possible by dedicated teams of various stakeholders, including research institutions. Meanwhile, the government today said the recovery rate of COVID-19 has improved to 56.70% in the country, and 2,59,143 people have been cured so far. During the last 24 hours, 10,495 people have recovered from COVID-19. Presently, the total number of active corona cases in the country is 1,83,022. The Health and Family Welfare Ministry said 15,968 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 4,57,656. This is the highest spike in fresh cases since the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic in India. In one day, 465 deaths have been reported, taking the nationwide toll to 14,505. Across the globe, the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases have exceeded 93 lakh, with more than 4,80,000 fatalities. According to data compiled by Johns Hopkins University, 93,04,993 cases of novel coronavirus have been reported across the world. The United States continues to remain the worst hit with 24,24,493 cases and 1,23,476 deaths, followed by Brazil 11,52,066 cases and over 52,000 deaths. Russia reported 6,06,881 cases and over 8,000 deaths. Other countries with over 2 lakh cases include Britain, Spain, Peru, Italy, Chile and Iran. In Meghalaya, Director of the Northeastern Indira Gandhi Institute of Health and Medical Sciences, NEGRIMS, Dr. P.K. Bhattacharya, on Monday inaugurated a quarantine center for the nurses and medical staff of the institute who are working in the COVID-19 section. The quarantine center is equipped with 200 beds. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Bhattacharya said this facility is a crying need since the hospital is yet to have a quarantine facility. He said the staff can use this infrastructure as a quarantine facility or a place to take rest after a hard day's work. But he added that there is a misconception that people who treat COVID-19 patients will have to go in for quarantine. Union Minister of State for Sports Kiren Rijiju on Tuesday announced that Aizaul's Rajiv Gandhi Stadium will be upgraded as Khelo India State Centre of Excellence under the Khelo India scheme. The ministry plans to establish one Khelo India State Centre of Excellence (KISCE) in each state and union territory, with an effort to create a robust sporting ecosystem in the entire country. Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga in a tweet said he is happy with the Sports Ministry's decision. On the other hand, Nagaland State Sports Academy at Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kohima, has also been selected as Khelo India State Centre of Excellence. In Sikkim, the Executive Committee of Patanjali Yoga Samiti Sikkim branch, led by the President R.P. Podial, called on Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang at Samman Bhavan, Gangtok, in the presence of Renok MLA B.K. Katiwada. The committee informed that they are engaged in health-oriented activities in Sikkim since 2007 and have reached every nook and corner of the state. To end the news, the main points once again. Union government announces historic reforms in several sectors to boost private participation in space. Moscow backs India bid for seat in UN Security Council. Rajnath Singh says Indo-Russian ties are based on strategic partnership. Fourth earthquake strikes Mizoram in 3 days. No casualty or damage to property reported. India conducts over 2 lakh corona tests. Global infections exceed 93 lakh. Assam reports over 203 cases in a single day. And Union Sports Ministry to upgrade stadia in Aizaul and Kohima as Khelo India Centres of Excellence. And that's all in this bulletin. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.